Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, July 17, 2016, 2:33 a.m. Birmingham, and multiple titles. I'll do this quickly. The coup in Turkey, the mass murder in Nice, the constant terrorist attacks worldwide, and new brew to make a very near pass in August next month, and then August the 30th, the end will come. And between now and November, Putin to make a grand announcement to release some of his own Hillary Clinton emails that he has with him. Interesting setup here. The coup. You need to hear about this. You need to hear or know that we're now dealing with a whole different animal when you talk about the coup. It's not just a movement, it's to oust the president, the Turkish president, Erdogan. But the more it went on, the longer it went on. And I'm sitting here watching, Fox, and while we're watching these, then all of a sudden Kelly comes on and says, "Now wait a minute, we got another story going on." Well, all of a sudden there's two. You have a coup. It's taking on in Turkey right now as we speak, and she's going crazy, and she's not leaving the air, and she's doing both. Let me tell you how these things were printed, if you don't mind. And because the Daily Telegraph in France, this is their headlines: 84 dead in Nice, 281 dead in Baghdad, 49 dead in Orlando, 72 dead in Lahore, 35 in Brussels, 18 in Grand Bassam. And let me go on down the next. And then you have 12 dead in Jakarta, and 45 dead in Istanbul, 14 dead in San Bernardino, 130 dead in Paris, 103 dead in Ankara, and 145 dead in Magari, I can't quite make that out, in Manguno, 38 dead, and these are prints getting small, and Swiss, I can't see it, 38 dead in Tunis, 17 in Paris, 20 in Sydney, 224 in Egypt, and 137 in Yemen. And that just stops. And then Air Force, Turkey, Air Force planes, they're doing a coup. It's underway. Now, the Nice, what happened there? Let me tell you how the New York Times tells us about what happened in Nice. Truck attack on French crowd. Scores die. That's it. It's over. There's no more. So you see how our liberal, so friggin' far liberal, unbelievable, are taking these stories and, well, they're still kissing butts on the Democrat side because this is the way they want it done. And this is the way the media is doing it. They don't tell you anything about what's going on. A bus, a truck hits some people, scores dead. Let me tell you what I think about that guy that hit those people. The coup in Turkey, the mass murder in Nice, the constant terrorist attack worldwide, and you need to know who you are dealing with, and it is a whole different animal. The coup is not just now. Look, I'm typing this as it's changing. Okay, I'm just going away, and it's changing right in front of me. I didn't go back and retract. I just kept going. There was a coup to oust Erdogan, the Turkish president. This is their 911 today. Now there's something that may tell the world that this is not a coup, but instead an attempt to stop the president's current agenda. Eric, what his current agenda is many or most people does not know that he is socialist and is moving toward a total Islamic state. And why? Because they are the America of the Middle East. Capitalism today, but that's going away tomorrow. Jobs, import, export, all that's required for them to be a strong nation they have. But someone doesn't like that. For the unknown reason, Turkey is backing up and going down a dark tunnel. Turkey is going to be as the New World Order wants it to be. Turkey will be a failed Islamic state if they continue going down the road that they are on right now. It fulfills the needs of the Antichrist. That destroys the citizens that made it great. Now, what made me, right in the middle of typing this, say this is not a coup? Let me tell you why, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong. If there was one at the White House at noon tomorrow, and the president was in the White House, what would happen? Tell me, what would happen if a coup's on the White House tomorrow, tomorrow Sunday? Anyway, Monday at noon, what would happen? The president would be in Air Force One or Two, and he would be at least 2,000 miles away in a matter of hours. What's the difference between what would happen here and what happened in Turkey as the coup was underway? Their Air Force One, with the president in it, they're circling the skies of Istanbul. Circling. They're watching what's going on. With the helicopters down there, with the tanks down there, with the guns down there, they're circling around. That's a lie. There's no coup. There's no more of a coup than I put it on. That's a ploy. That's a tactic. That is something that they're doing because there's a certain number and a certain class of people that they want to get rid of that is standing in their way to becoming what they want to become, an Islamic state. It's going to happen. So all those people in the fake coup, they didn't know it. They didn't know they were in a fake coup. But now they do. Because all will be arrested. Most of them already have. And probably most of them will be killed. And I say most of them be killed with a matter of days. That's not all. So Kelly File nailed it on Friday. The populace, the people in Turkey, is simply reeling from the prime minister to prevent a total Islamic state. It is also believed that ERDOGON has simply put on a fake coup. Just across the river in Istanbul, the capital of Turkey, ERDOGON was flying in a wide circle to make sure pilots could see safely and to see that they could land safely at the airport when they got ready to land. Look, in Turkey, the narrow river that comes out of the Black Sea divides Turkey in one city and then Turkey and Istanbul. Besides two cities, divides two cities. But when you zoom in on it, it's a pretty big area. It's not just a creek. But the over here on the eastern side is where the problem is going on. On the western side, it's safe, okay? So they're flying around here on the eastern side just to make sure that everything is going on according to schedule. Western side make sure that nobody's actually blocking their way to land when they decide they want to land. Anyway, there's a lot more to this, and I cannot get it in, but I'm going to tell you about the truck driver, the man in Nice, France, that killed many people, according to others, told why he killed. All flat out lies. He's 100% Islamic, Koran toting, Muhammad loving, Satan ass kissing, full-blown terrorist, and none other. They said, oh, he's having family problems. His wife wants to divorce. He lost his job. And he's kind of a hot-headed guy. I don't give a crap what he is. Kill him. Bury him. But what he did, there's no reason for him to kill as many as he can kill. Look, if everybody did that today, how many times would it happen? It'd happen in every city all day long. And you'd have to get in line for it to keep happening. People get a divorce every day. They lose their jobs every day. They're hot-headed every day. But it doesn't give you the right to go and kill people every day. So when they're blaming all these problems on this Islamic Koran-toting idiot, that's a crock. That's all it is a crock. He is an Islamic terrorist and none other. It's what he is. The hell with him. And when we get to heaven, and I'm going, I may be acting strangely here, but I am, because I act this way when I get ticked at people. But when we get to heaven, we're going to hear God say, now, why did you, Mr. So-and-so, why did you do what you did? What is he going to tell God? Well, before God, he's going to have to tell the truth. He can't lie. So that'll come out and you'll hear it. Also, one more thing, and I'm going to stop it. August the 30th, 2016, going to be a grand day. What's going to happen on that day? Also, Nibiru, going to make a very close pass, August the 30th. Now, we're talking about the 16th, 2016, this year. Shake Earth, cause tsunamis, cause earthquakes, cause floods, cause storms in all kinds of places all around the world. The world won't be the same. It will change the instant Nibiru goes by. In the 30th, what's going to happen on the 30th? It gets so bad on Earth, so bad, there has to be a rapture of the church to get the people off to safety for it to continue. That's going to happen on August the 30th. But before it happens, and before November comes, Putin, he's grinning like a possum. He's got a grin ear to ear, just sitting back and rocking. He's going to release some Hillary Clinton emails that he got. How'd he got them? His people hijacked Hillary Clinton's email and got them. So, any of these, I don't believe none of them. But they're making headlines everywhere. But don't bet yourself into a sweating rock or a hole or something. That's not going to happen. Jody Wolf Exposed.